What the hell is wrong with Andrew Luck? Is it him? Is it the organization? Is it the talent around him? Is it the head coach? What's going on?
Well, you're getting there, but he's the expert. But let me go first, and then
please
shoot holes
do.
in my thing.
Yes.
He is not throwing outside. Everybody talks about Peyton Manning. His replacement is not throwing well outside the lines. He's had 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions when he throws outside the lines, and I'm talking about at the sidelines. I think he's still, if not physically, he's psychologically still dealing with a shoulder injury. He's throwing softer balls. He's not running. One of his effectiveness was Ben Roethlisberger, kind of where he'd get out, he'd rumble for touchdowns and stuff. He stopped running when he came back. 2, he's got a porous and a poor offensive line. And 2, and Andre Johnson didn't show up when he got there. He hadn't shown up, and Frank Gore hasn't been much. Yeah. So it's a combination of things. And Chuck Pagano, I've never seen a guy so giddy over the possibility of recovering an onside kick, because it happened right in front of him in a game on Sunday. And Chuck Pagano is like, oh, please, Lord, this may save my job. Well, nothing's going to save his job. Afterward, the general manager and the owner were having an argument, and I know what it was. The owner, who was probably had some issues in his private life, said to the general manager, get rid of his butt right now. That's what I think Irsay said. But I think
he might go too. Rickson might be gone as well.
I think Andrew Luck, though, is not psychologically over the shoulder problem. He doesn't want to get it injured again. So that's where
wow. It's a rare day. Now it's twice in a row. Me and Woody are on exactly the same page. An injury as a player, particularly as a quarterback who likes to buy time with his feet, who's able to move the chains with his feet, pick up some first downs running the football. Fear of the shoulder injury, not a lot of confidence in the shoulder.
That's, and then the lack of confidence.
The lack of confidence in the shoulder, lack of confidence in your line.
Yep.
Now you're rushing your progressions, you're rushing your
reads.
He
looks tentative to me, too.
Yeah, you're not on the same page with this receiver who's supposed to come in and be this awesome veteran guy who's really a guy who's at the tail end of his career. You want to be able to hand it to a running back who's going to, be great. I've seen Gore fumble the football, hasn't been great for them. It's a bad situation that I think will unfortunately get worse, and it all really starts with that lack of confidence that he has in the shoulder, which leads to lack of confidence in himself.
Does anybody believe that Pagano is going to survive this?
No.
Well, not ultimately. I'm somewhat surprised he survived last week, but I don't know. They are undefeated against teams in their division.
Yeah.
They haven't beaten a team outside their division. That's not a success side. I mean, that's not a program that's going to work.
Yeah.
They've got three teams coming up, and you guys are kind of talking about it, but they got 3 teams coming up that have a combined loss total of 1.
They're 18-1.
Right.
Their next 3 opponents.
Yeah.
So you were talking about you think Green Bay will beat the Broncos. I think the Broncos now can go in there and beat Indianapolis.
Oh, I agree with that.
I don't think there's any way Indianapolis goes and faces now. I have not ever seen Cam Newton this confident since he was at Auburn. And he is now a big boy among boys again like he was at Auburn. I mean, he's throwing the ball. Even though he threw 3 interceptions, it was like, I don't care. I'm going to keep firing it. He's throwing it as hard as he did. He's got a running game. Jonathan Stewart's come back from AWOL or whatever. And Rivera's finally got the defense that he had in Chicago and San Diego that he's been trying. He almost didn't survive in Carolina, but now he's finally got his defense kind of in place.
Well, what are you saying? You'd take Cam Newton over Andrew Luck? Long term.
For this?
Long term.
Ooh, that's a good question.
You could jump in here too.
I'm taking Andrew Luck every time.
Right here.
Every time.
Right here.
Long term. For this year, yeah, Cam Newton's certainly the hotter quarterback, playing more confident, making far more plays. But long term, it's Andrew Luck for me.
And you give him the big money because he's going to expect probably close to $30 million a year.
What is your choice? I mean, you say, would you take the 2 of them? You can't trade him for Cam Newton. No, neither team would make that deal. But sure, you got to hope that he's a long term. Stanford quarterbacks, as you talked about earlier, are prepared to play in the NFL. They'll continue to get quarterbacks because all those spread offenses you're talking about, that doesn't prepare you to play in the NFL, and it doesn't work. RG3, you go through the E.J. Manuel, you take all those guys. But Stanford can say to a high school quarterback, hey, we're going to teach you a pro set offense here, and you'll be ready to go. And so the kid that's playing quarterback now, he's been a 4-year starter. He's not going to be a high draft choice, but he's going to end up playing.
He'll play somewhere on Sundays. Yes, Kevin Hogan is his name.
Yeah. So, but Andrew, in the short term, no. I mean, I think he's got to get over this. Whatever it is going on, if it's like the Manning thing last year, where we're not getting the full story, or he just doesn't trust his shoulder yet, he's throwing softer passes.